Hello viewers. Welcome to today's video. In this video, we will understand how we can use the Postback pixel method to auto-import transactions. This will help you in importing transactions from your affiliate network to your cashback plugin. Postback is a universal method and hence should be supported by almost all affiliate networks. In this video, we will be configuring our Postback URL for Admitad. So let's get started. First up, log into the WordPress admin panel. Go to Cashback and click on Generate Postback. It will take you to the Postback page. We need to enter the affiliate program's variables here. So, let's go to our Admitad account. When you log in, you will be greeted with this dashboard. Just hover your cursor over Tools and click on Optimization Code. We need to create a new Postback URL using the Add New Postback URL option available on this page. It will take you to the Add a New Postback URL page. Just scroll down to find the parameter content. Now go back to your admin panel. As you can see, you need to note the variables for these 5 parameters. For example, we need to find the variable for the sub-ID parameter. Go to your Admitad panel. As you can see here, the variable for sub-ID is sub-ID in 3 square brackets. Similarly, note down the variables for other parameters and enter them in your admin panel. After entering all the variables, it should look like this. You can select Yes here if you want all the transactions to be approved automatically. I am going to keep it as a No because I want to verify the transactions before approving them. Then click on Create. It will create our Postback URL. Now that our Postback URL is ready, let's configure it in Admitad. Go back to the Admitad panel and scroll up. So the first field here is event type. Transactions in Admitad are known as actions. We will keep this as actions since we want to auto-import transactions into our cashback plugin. Then select the add space from here. Next up we have programs. We can also select a specific store for which we can create pixels. I am creating a global pixel that will work for all stores. That's why I will select all program here. Next is the type of action. Let's keep it to all for now. Next, we need to select the HTTP method. We have 2 options to choose from here, get and post. I prefer the post method, as it is overall a better method for importing transactions. You can select the status of the transactions that you want to import. It's better to import all the transactions and manage them in our cashback plugin instead of filtering the transactions at the affiliate network's end. So let's check all these boxes. This is where we need to enter the Postback URL that we created in our cashback plugin. Go back to your admin panel, copy this URL, then go back and paste the Postback URL here. Next up, we have the edit mode. We will keep it to advanced because we want to have custom parameter names. Now, we just need to map our parameter names to Admitad's parameter variables here. You will find the parameter names in our Postback URL here after the question mark. As you can see here, the first parameter name is ClipMyDeals. Just copy it and paste it here. Then we need to drag and drop the variable here. As you can see here, ClipMyDeals refers to sub-ID on Admitad. So we will just drag it here. Next, we can see that the merchant transaction ID refers to the order ID. Just paste the merchant ID here, then drag the order ID here. Similarly, you can see that the transaction amount refers to the order sum. The commission amount refers to the payment sum. The transaction date refers to time. We need to map all these parameters. Make sure you map these parameters correctly, as this is very important for your Postback URL to work correctly. Once all the parameters are mapped, it should look like this. That's it. Just save this Postback URL by clicking here. Let us now test it to see whether it works correctly or not. Open your Postback URL by clicking here. Scroll down and click on Test. Admitad will generate a test URL with some test variables. As you can see, the click ID is the test sub-ID. The transaction ID, transaction amount, and commission amount are also generated here with lots of 9s. But there is no click ID on my website like this. Therefore, this will most likely give me an error. Let's try it out. As you can see, an error has occurred here. We need to add an actual click ID from our website here. But we can only edit this URL if the HTTP method is set to GET, as you can see here. Let's go back and change the HTTP method to GET. Now, click on Test once again. Replace the test sub-ID with an actual click ID from your website. Please note that we are doing this just so that we can test the URL. In a real-life scenario, you can just keep it to post, and a proper click ID will be passed during the transaction. Let's click on the test. As you can see, this time the request is successful. This means that this transaction should now be visible in your cashback plugin under all transactions. Let's check that out. Go back to your WordPress admin panel, then click on Transactions here. As you can see, the transactions have been recorded here. As we have passed the click ID parameter in the URL, the Postback URL was also able to pull the user ID as well as the store that was associated with that particular click ID. You no longer need to pass the user and store parameters in the URL. Just passing the click ID will get the job done. Simple, isn't it? If you face any issues while configuring your Postback URL, please feel free to get in touch with the ClipMyDeals support team. That's it. Your Postback URL has been configured successfully. Now, all you have to do is pass click ID information on all the affiliate URLs that are redirected via Admitad. Then, in return, your affiliate network will send back the configured parameter information through Postback. To pass the click ID, you need to use the short code click it in square brackets in your affiliate URLs. For example, let us assume this is our affiliate URL for Admitad. You just need to add ampersand S1 equals click ID in square brackets. S1 is the sub-ID parameter for Admitad. Different affiliate networks have different sub-ID parameters. If you are not sure about the sub-ID parameter, you can have a word with your affiliate account manager. That's all for this video. For more such tutorials, please subscribe to our channel.